Well, everybody, welcome back to the channel. We broke down on the side of the freaking road. I was just getting ready to go back to work. I'm 2 days away from starting my shift, so we'll see. Hopefully this can get fixed by then, but come around a corner, massive vibrations. So I stopped to check out the van and take a look what I found. I've snapped off 4 out of the 6 lug nuts. So, thankfully we are covered, roadside assistance, and they're on their way, coming to pick up the van. And that's not a huge repair, hopefully. You just extract studs, new thing. Hopefully they have the parts there. And it's not, I don't think it's under warranty. Tow's under warranty, but I don't know. Anyway, we'll find out when we get to the dealership what we're gonna do. Possibly spend a night in Thompson is what I'm hoping. Spend one night in Thompson, van will get fixed, off to work tomorrow. Because also tomorrow I'm supposed to go to the property and do that whole insurance claim stuff. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that's where we are right now. All right, good morning, everybody. It's the next day. I did, as you can see in the background, make it to work, Snow Lake. We ended up at the Ford dealership. Everything, once I got to the Ford dealership, all the insurance companies started calling and I was answering phones. So I didn't get a lot of filming done, and it just, that obviously very stressful day. It all wore out for me, but it all worked out. We got all the wheel studs replaced on that wheel. Like I say, as you can tell, I made it here. Get down here, as you can see, right? So we replaced all the wheel studs, even the 2 that were still left on. We were missing 2 nuts, so I had to get 2 different ones. One of the things that did happen that's very unfortunate is when this was loose, this wheel was obviously banging around, and that was the vibration that I felt on the road. So the problem with that is that all the holes for the lug nuts, they're all, instead of being round, they're all oval now because it's slopped around and banged. So this rim is now trash. So we limped it here. All I did was every 15-20 minutes I stopped on the highway and made sure they all stayed tight, and they did, but that's, it got here. So the van's just gonna sit here in Snow Lake until I order some new rims. You know what the funny thing is? That rim, back down here and take a look at it. This rim right here, just to order one rim from Ford, this black alloy, not alloy, but the black matte rim or whatever, $2,300 for one rim. Put that in perspective, I'm about to order 4 rims for the van from Method Racing. These rims are rated for the van, for the weight, for everything it's gonna do. They look pretty cool. They look actually very similar to the stock ones. I'm gonna get a whole set of 4 delivered for $1,200. Like, Ford, come on, what are you doing? That's crazy, absolutely crazy. But we will get that handled. It's an expense I didn't want this year, but I am buying 4 new tires, just so these tires are all still good, but they're gonna be my spare tires for when I go to Panama. I am going to take 2 tires mounted on rims and then just 2 rubbers just for spare. Never know what's going to happen down there. A little windy today. So, what else we got going on today? We're actually going to kind of mash a couple of videos together here. I'd started filming a video yesterday before all this happened. And actually, I only really got through the intro. So, why don't we cue that intro? Yep, that's right. We went and I went and I bought a motorcycle. It's hard to see in the sun. I can't see my little view screen, but there she is. Let's flip this around and get some better photos of it. That's right. We went and bought a motorcycle. So presumably I'm going to get insurance on the other one and the trailer and pay it off. So for the time being, we're going to carry 2 loans, and I went and got another motorcycle. I need to get my experience in. I have to go for my license this summer. And like I say, I've only got a couple of years before I want to do South America. So we ended up buying a Triumph Tiger, which is an actual adventure bike, where the KLR 650 was more of a dual sport. This is it's a little dirty, it rained last night. Rally Aragoon, the Rally Aragoon edition. Essentially, it's a 2024. It's a 900cc Tiger Rally Pro. The Aragoon edition, the only difference between it and the Rally Pro is it doesn't have the heated seats. It's got different badging and stickers. It comes with the front engine crash guards, which I didn't have on the KLR, and I had to buy aftermarket. Plus it comes with GPS integration and all traction control and ABS and off-road modes and on-road, rain, sport, everything. It's also twice as more power as the KLR 650, where the KLR was coming in at 40 horsepower. This is 93. And that's the thing with the Aragon edition, was in 2024, the Pro Rallies actually has an upgraded head and valve train, giving it 108 horsepower, but the 2024 Rally Aragoon edition still has the 2023 engine, so it only has 93 horsepower, but the bike was like $3,000 cheaper. It was on sale at the time. And really, I'm not going to notice that 13 horsepower myself. And like I say, we saved some money. So there we go. We replaced the KLR 650. Not really time for celebrating, but it is just me moving towards my goals. And it's a very nice bike. Had to step up a little bit. There's no point in buying an entry-level bike. Right, I've already got a year in, so I'm not exactly a beginner driver. I wouldn't say I have a lot of knowledge. I'm still a novice for sure. But I would say after riding the KLR for a year, stepping up onto something like this isn't so big. It's also, I think it comes in at like 60 pounds lighter, so it's a lighter bike. And also with the bike, we just, as you can see here, we just bought a small little trailer. I had just bought that enclosed trailer, so I'm counting the what do you call it, the loan on it as well. I'm carrying it. So we just went and bought a little trailer just to pull the bike behind and to get us going again. I don't know. Maybe next year, after everything's straightened out with insurance, maybe we'll look at buying another enclosed trailer. But anyways, I've got to hop on the bike. I've got to get everything ready. We are whipping off to Flin Flon to see how that goes and see if we can get past the blockades to go meet the insurance adjuster. But let's take this bike for a rip. All right. Imagine this is going to get pretty noisy in the wind on the highway, but we're about to find out. Alright, we're in Cranberry, guys. We're trying this out for the first time. Of recording on the phone and video on Insta360. So, we are in Cranberry. We just filled up the bike. We're supposed to go meet this insurance adjuster. They don't think here that they're going to let me through the roadblock, but I don't think they're going to either, but we're going to make the attempt. Worst comes to worst, we went for a really nice bike ride today. Oh, what do we got going on here? I think they're fixing the telephone poles. Okay, it's a drill. At first I thought it might be a fire. This is all the burn area from last year's fire that came by Cranberry. Cranberry is very lucky. It was very, like, as you can see, it was very close to the outskirts of town. All these telephone poles were burnt down last year. Glen Flon had no power. I think the power was back on right away, but it had no internet and no telephone for quite a few days. I ended up taking my van and driving it down to the old folks' home where my parents stay, where they live, and I set up my satellite dish for them so they could get in touch with family and stuff and let everybody know they were okay. Yeah, this was a pretty big fire last year. Morning. How's it going? Not too bad. So, I was told I was supposed to meet my insurance adjuster in Denair Beach, and he said it was okay to get by. I didn't think so, but... Who was your insurance adjuster? It was through SGI. It's for my house fire, obviously, but I can give you his name, I think.
I was gonna say, because I know they're up there looking at a bunch of houses and boats and all that, but they're not supposed to be we're not letting anybody in except the essential workers or insurance.
Oh, just the actual adjuster himself. Yeah, I asked him and he said, no, for sure, meet me there at 1. But I mean, yeah, no, obviously you guys supersede all that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you want to give him a call and see if he can meet you in Cranberry after, that may be the better option. But
well, no, it doesn't matter. Like, he's got to go over the property himself. He'll just have to do it on his own, right? Yeah, no worries, boys.
I was gonna say, sorry, I don't know why he'd believe that, because we can't just let people up there, sadly.
Yeah, no, I understand. I just thought I'd come for a nice ride anyway. It's a beautiful day out.
Yeah, where are you driving up from?
I just came from Snow Lake.
Oh, that's
yeah.
a really nice ride, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. All right, well, I'll head around. How's the fire looking? You guys have any updates you can give me?
Not
really, yeah.
It's still just hot spots because it's nice and warm, obviously. So
Yeah, it's not good. Man, they were getting lots of rain in Thompson yesterday. Would have been nice if that was more this way.
Right?
I know. We all think the same thing.
we got 10 minutes of rain yesterday.
Ah.
That was about it.
Not enough.
So,
All right, guys. Well, you guys have a good one. Thanks.
you too. Take care.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to get through, but that's all right. Well, I didn't think we were going to get through the roadblock, but that's kind of unfortunate because I really wanted to go see all the damage. I'm sure everybody is. Maybe a little bit of a sense of morbid curiosity. Anyways, we stopped here at Giles Park campground. You remember the evacuation video a couple of videos back? If you hit like and subscribe, you could be following along and checking out everything I'm doing. So anyways, yeah, a couple videos back, this is where Alex and I camped when we first evacuated Flin Flon as we were moseying on our way back to Snow Lake. So I have some water. I got some beef jerky. And I better put on my bandana before I get sunburn again. There we go. All right. Ta-da! So, I'm just gonna let the bike rest. I'm gonna have some lunch, relax in the sun. It's not too bad. I think about maybe almost 3 hours now I've been on the road, 2.5, 3 hours on the road, like just driving the bike anyway. And I feel pretty good. Shoulders a little sore, like up in here, not where I had my surgery, but kind of my neck, and I think that's from the weight of the helmet. So yeah, this bike is way more comfortable than the KLR. I'll have to do some sort of a comparison video and go over all the features of it. But anyways, I think we're gonna leave that video here today, and I'm just gonna have some lunch, enjoy the sun, and get some footage of the ride back, definitely. So we're just gonna leave it here, guys, and as usual, stay safe and get out there and have some fun. Enjoy your life a little bit. You never know when things are gonna go crazy.